Why Chennai? Would you like to answer that so we can tweet that out? Why Chennai? Yes, absolutely. But the responses that we got also triggered a thought in our mind saying that, hang on, I mean, how come nobody knows this? And it's not just organized retail, it's also products, it's brands. And then we realized that many people don't really know that Chennai has always been a bit of a marketing powerhouse with a lot of homegrown brands. And we felt that this was a story that had to be told. And so this actually wasn't part of the original concept for this program, for this event. But we said, we've got to really recognize the people who have built brands in Tamil Nadu. And we found that there wasn't actually a list available of brands that had started in Tamil Nadu and which were now, very big either on the state scale or on the national scale. So we went back to our favorite place, which is social media, and said, would you like to suggest, names? And then we did some filtration. So we said that, we will check that it is truly started either in Chennai or Tamil Nadu. And they said it can't be too, tiny, because people came up with, oh, my local, this shop, that mithai shop is my biggest brand and so on. So we said you can't exactly go down that path. It should be known a little bit outside its home street and hometown. And we also said we have to kind of rationalize and bring it to 50. To give you an example, I am from near Tirunelveli, and one of the proposals was the Irutukade Halwa shop there. I said, but as a generic name, it doesn't really carry forward, though. Now in Bangalore, you see little vans running around saying they're Irutukade Halwa vans. So I don't know if it's the same guy or someone else, but we said, no, it's got to be a little bit bigger, a little more organized than that. So we ran some filters. We also eliminated brands which have their origins overseas but have now made Tamil Nadu or Chennai their home. We said, no, the origin also has to be from Tamil Nadu or Chennai. These have to be truly homegrown powerhouses. So, it was amazing the kind of response we got when we asked for these nominations and the amount of passion with which people fought. So somebody would propose some name, we'd say, are you sure? Some 5 guys, of course, that is, from there only, listen to Wikipedia, what you don't people know, da da da. And then somebody else will come back saying, surely you have not forgotten so-and-so. And we're like, yeah, it was there like 10 tweets ago, don't you read? Another person would jump in and restart this whole discussion. So it was actually very cool, and it brought out a lot of pride in people that, they knew about these brands, that they had heard about these brands. And that's actually where this concept came from. And then of course, there was some punning on the Hot 50 and, what do you mean by Hot 50? Should it be something else? So we went through a little bit of cycling on the name, but we said no, Hot is a pretty reasonable name to go with. And so we've had a number of iterations in terms of actually narrowing down this list of 50. And so we move on to the part of the program where we would like to recognize these brands. If you are present in the audience, I would request that it's in alphabetical order, so please come forward. And that's the other thing. I think it's to do with the Tamil Nadu Buddhi, but the moment we said 50 list, number of people, guess what was the first question they asked? No. Correct. So the first question we get is, so if it is a ranking, what rank am I and who's above me? So then we said, no, it's not a ranking, because that would, that requires a very different criteria, and it's not something like this. And I'm also not sure it's very fair to rank a brand. I mean, I know there is a financial aspect to it, and there's a Black-Scholes model and so on, but those, it makes sense for a listed firm, it doesn't make sense for all brands. It doesn't make sense when you're comparing across industries and so on. So we said a ranking is really just, something gimmicky with numbers. Let's not do it this time. So it's not in any order except alphabetical. So I do ask that, when we call your name, you come forward. But before that, we also said, who'll give these, recognitions out. And then again, we ran into a quandary because almost every name that was proposed, we said, but they're on the list. It'll look a little funny if they give it to themselves. Because obviously the names that came forward were all powerhouses who are already part of the program. So then we said, no, actually this has been a very collaborative, cooperative discussion today. And the process of identifying was also done the same way, it came from the people. So we said, let's have people who have been with us today come and do the honors. And so I'd like to invite Satyakam Mohan. Yes. So to give out the first set. So he is from Malfoy Analytics, which is also on the list, but we just made